we are doing this one. So ladies and gentlemen, we're playing Orin AO. This scratch horror mod has basically one of the scariest type of lores, and I'm not wasting any further time. Let's go first beat. Bro's not moving. Bro's hitting these beats and he's not even moving any part of his body. What in the actual... That's considered a beat. I'll let you know this mod is twisted. Damn! Who told this dude to pop off like that? Damn! This bro dying and it's considered a beat. Damn. Damn! Okay! Like like number 1, 3, and 5 are like the best beats like out of this world. Like here, listen to these three. Sounds like a Mission Impossible theme going on right now. Holy! And now, this is where the lore begins. Let's read the first document here. Age, name, and gender are none. This is the conceptualization of redacted. Damn. Fear after experiencing trauma when encountering in the ventilation system of his best friend's home. He thought it was alive and froze in the same place for 26 hours, waiting for it to snap to life and kill him. His friend was convicted of and he was given therapy, which then resulted in this document being recorded. Holy! This is just the first document. Alright, document 2. Hart, 17, female. Yeah, this ain't no female no more. Hart was an apartment fire caused by Kurt. Hart ran out of the building without her arms, bleeding and her was on fire. She passed down the street and almost died, but a bystander had called 111 before many people. Hart suffered severe vocal damage and trying to speak caused her to spew out blood on the floor. After being put back in an optimal state, she was taken to recovery where she is currently right now. Whew, damn. Next up, name unknown, 16 to 20, and gender is also unknown. Whew. This was a sculpture donated to a museum. Many people reported hearing muffled screaming coming from the statue. After 6 days of being up in the museum, an investigation was made and it was found out that it was the top half of a person with a drilled in their head. Damn, I wonder who that could be. Covered in clay, they were somehow alive but had minutes before the investigation. Whew, man. Here's the next document, and Lord of mercy. Redacted 36 male. Does this look like a man to you? A great friend of Redacted, however they were known to be an alcoholic. Well, that's your karma. And was once found being by a tiger at a zoo after it had closed. So this man, by the power of drunk, literally got into a zoo, slipped in and got by a tiger. Wow. Thankfully, someone who was on the night shift had seen and tiger to Redacted tried to reassemble their corpse to bring them back to life. Yeah, we saw that happen. And finally, prototype GLaDOS. Alright, classified, 36, female. What resembles a female? Our third prototype was a success, but failed in form. To look like GLaDOS, it was a success. A human? No. We can only simulate her and not actually revive her. Yikes. That must suck. Put in perspective, these are just the beats. How are the others gonna pan out? Like, geez. And now it's time for the effects. Oh my god. This dude is in the embodiment of a spasm attack right now. And can still make a better bass than any mod I've seen so far. This dude just breathing! Bro, they're having the biggest epilepsy warning of their entire life right now. Heathman here looking like... Wow. Doesn't get any better. Excuse me? You know what that sounds like to me? Like they're trying to move, but they can't. Okay, last effect. Punk rock. Honestly, out of all of them, this one sounds the most dope, besides this guy over here having a spasm attack. Yeah, effects are more horrifying and cool looking. Now let's get to their stories. Ethan, 19, male, only a face a mother could love. Ethan Tadpole, adds up, was a musician with great talent. Unfortunately, he was murdered at the age of 19 via being shot in the eyes with a pistol, and then dropping a tuba on the victim's face. Yeah, no wonder why he sounds like a tuba. Next document. Ew, unknown. At least we know it's a female. One of the few cultists. When do we get into a cult situation here? Strangely, had advanced body augmentations carrying the age she had. You might want to check them augmentations, doc. Well, that was certainly a weird one. I guess the next one can't be that bad. He deserved it. What did he do? Like, the disrespect to put he deserved it. Like, what did he do? Then we got double trouble over here. Their name is AZ and TF, and they're 46 and 39. I don't know about that. Our fourth prototype. It had failed as the subject we were testing had fused and became two consciousnesses. I definitely butchered that word. We only wish to use Zeta skin and not use both Alpha and Zeta. Yeah, that kind of backfired. And finally, Lilac, 44, female. Lilac was a famous musician. They one day at a concert were murdered on stage by what audience described as a massive wires covered in oil, tangled around a shadowy figure. This did not seem like a person but rather a machine. However, it was apparently too normal to be artificial. That really reminds me of somebody in a different game. Now it's time for the dimensionally demonic characters that are actually melodies somehow. The embodiment of a car siren is right here. I will say though, very loud. Why does this sound like something you would hear when you take drugs? Like, it sounds so trippy. Well, we've seen better days. Excuse me? What sound is he making? You know what? I really regret that I asked that question. You know what? Let's just move on now. Oh, damn! Hang on a second. Why is he kind of spitting? Like, damn. Next up, Danny Phantom. Run that again? Yeah, in my honest opinion, this is the least scariest person in this entire mod. Compared to all these guys, this guy's the weakest link. But who knows, maybe his backstory screwed up. First up, No Shirt McGee. A man who is currently relatively unknown was found running around a homeless shelter naked, and they were extremely high on... Oh, hell nah. After running outside, many people recalled him cackling hysterically as he ran. This man must have been on the pack. Like, plural. He was then chased by police, then beat to outside of an elderly woman's home. Oh my. Yeah, diagnosis from his eyes, I can tell that he is no longer human no more. Next up, a TV. Well, that would be concerning if it had any gender, name, or anything of age. This is an old TV that was tampered with by using feral fluid and rotting. Yeah. Perfectly legal. Next up, Little Man. Oh. So that's Kurt. Kurt was a 12-year-old child who suffered from schizophrenia. Now we know why he burned down the building. He was very introverted and did not speak often, so his hallucinations were never brought up, before with his parents. At 5:25 a.m. on the 24th of May, he set a building on fire due to his currently undiscovered schizophrenia. Most people in the building evacuated, but Kurt had trapped himself in the building after many vivid hallucinations. When the building had collapsed, he got stuck in the roof for 2 days, before being evacuated and sent to a hospital where he was wrapped heavily in bandages. He died later that day. Damn. So Kurt had schizophrenia, and well, after that, he burned down the building because hallucinations were going overload. And so far, this is like the youngest person who's in this entire thing. Okay, I think we need a breather after that. Nope, we don't get a breather at all, don't we? Krat's purr was our first attempt at mimicking the technology used by the Colt to restore people to their optimal states. He had an extreme injury causing a near experience. Many of his senses were damaged, but the mimic was very effective. Yeah, sure, at mimicking a person, I don't know about that. And finally, Danny Phantom. Oh, so he's just a literal phantom. Not much is known about Tab. Damn, this man is friends with Control-Alt-Delete. All we know is that he works in an office building and has a strange body pigment disorder. Why was I told to write this document? And you know what's worse? The fact that there's secret text on the bottom, but I cannot see because it's, you know, bright. So if you have any ideas of what that says on the bottom, then write it in the comments because I have no idea. And now vocals, which are probably going to be Satan, knowing this entire thing. Yeah, no, he's speaking backwards. I guess I'll wait for the full thing to go around and then, forward it, I guess. There's note, I am not reversing this because it takes so long to reverse nowadays, so I'm not doing it. Nope. Alright. No, absolutely not. Yep, I'm done. Goodbye. Shut up. That tall figure, I don't like it. Absolutely not. That is actually the most scariest thing I've actually seen in this mod. Continuing. Okay, now that's actually sick as hell. Alright, what's next? Gamer Girl, what the hell? Ooh, you kinda have the reverse chorus type of beat going on right now. Also, notice, behind the hands, she's smiling. Alright, what is this last conundrum gonna be? Oh, another dead body. It was just dying on the beat. Honestly, kind of underwhelming, but you know what? The stories aren't. Alright, these are the final documents. Let's see what these hell spawns have. Well, I didn't expect this to be the first one. James had no care for his own life and was extremely aggressive towards all people he had known in his life. This man was trying to be Dio, except for being a universal hater, this man was literally just a hater in general. This resulted in what he called his final act. Man said, "You've fallen for my trap card." He had put his neck in a vice and yeah, simply to spite his loving father. Later, he had awoke in the ceiling of an apartment building, where he was, by many people, you know what, this whole thing is burnt for a reason. We gotta stop right here before it goes way down. Alright, next, this mistake of nature. Unknown. Great, I never wanted to learn its name anyway. Dave's corpse was found in a newly reconstructed apartment building. With 2 nails in his eyes and a car jack beside him covered in blood. I wonder where those injuries are. He was still alive by the time he was found out. He had before any medical attention could be brought to him. Dave's uniform was beside him when this uniform led to an office building. Wait a minute. However, the owner of the business said that Dave had died years ago. Even though forensics shown that has been only present in that location for 3 days. No. I'm just gonna let that age sink in. 6 years old. Great. Our final experiment, it was 100% success. Yeah, sure, a success, alright. As the duck had become immortal. Immortal? After using the ferrofluid, and it could be easily... God. What is wrong with this people, man? Next up, gamer girl. Well, she looks pleasant. Kazuki, 28 female. Kazuki was a YouTuber who explored the genre of thrill horror with a twist. Obviously, there wasn't such a thing as an HUUUUH cult, so she hired actors. Her deception of a cult was very offensive, and we had her to repay the mockery. Bro, who this cult is so, like, soft. I'm telling you, they getting offended by a girl on YouTube? Nah, they soft. You don't just somebody over the fact of your own cult. It wasn't attacked by... Forget it. She was revived, however, and sent back into society, where she later deleted her channel and went to therapy for 17 years. Yeah, I think you might need to go for a little bit more, my friend. And finally, Popeye. Damn, is that the oldest? Andrew was reported missing for 26 days until he was found at the bottom of the lake. Great. Not much else is known about Andrew. That's also great. And that is all the documents, which either way, that tells nothing about the entire story except how people are and this cult that's trying to, you know, just do stuff and get people to be immortal so they can, you know. And tab. Yeah. And now it's time to choose my favorites. And honestly, it makes a pretty cool beat. But out of all of them, I think I like Ethan the most, considering look at him. Despite this being a scary mod, it actually does have actual music to it. Now the mix, and this won't be, you know, highly edited. Well, what a ride. Hopefully you guys liked it. This mod is too creepy for me. I don't know why, but I felt way different after this. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week, I guess. Bye.